All right, what is up, YouTube? And today we're going to be smashing into a bunch of deck profiles provided by all of the great, excellent people out there on the internet that like sharing information. I thank you guys. It means a lot to me. So the first list we're going to be looking at is the first place Kissimmee, Florida regional deck profile. So, this young lad's matchups. Well, first up, I got to give a shout out to Team Relinquished and Victor Mercado for playing the deck. Round 1, he went 1-1 drew. Round 2 was 2-1 with Danger Thunder. Let's see here. Disaster Guard Dragon went 2-1. Round 4, Sky Striker went 2-1. Round 5, he went 2-1. Was it round 6, he went 2-0. Pendulum went 2-0, and Sky Striker, he got a game loss after a deck check. But, you know, it's just bad beats. There's nothing that you can really do about some of this stuff. So, what are we looking at here? Well, it's been a long time coming, but now the Dinos got their power up with 3 miscellaneous Dinosaurs back. They are ready to fight back, and that's what we kind of saw today. We also got to see that they're trying Dino Wrestler Saiga Stogar. Oh god, I destroyed that name. So this card is special. You can have 1 Dino Wrestler or 1 World Dino Wrestling from your deck to your hand, and then during your end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, and opponent controls more monsters than you do, target 1 Dino Wrestling monster graveyard except for Stegosaur and special summon it. This card's actually pretty good in this deck. I mean, it's already ridiculous enough that you can double Evolution Pill out Prankatops, which definitely makes some of your, I guess, better matchups all the better. So, this is the first place list from Florida. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 2 copies of Baby Ceratosaurus, triple copies of Prankatops, 1 copy of Stegosaurus. We have 2 copies of Doggoram, triple copies of Effect Veller, 1 Giant Rex, 1 Elio, triple copies of Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus, 2 copies of Overtex Kotos, 2 copies of Pterodon, triple copies of Saluting Elvoraptor, and 2 copies of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. And then we have 2 copies of Double Evolution Pill, 1 Foolish Bro, 2 Foolish Bro Goods, triple copies of Fossil Dig, triple copies of Lost World. Still one of the best cards that this deck has going for it. The token in the Sky Striker matchup is actually nuts. Not allowing your opponent to really be able to do anything is a bit unfair. And I do think that that's one thing that this deck still has going for it that other decks don't, is you have a very well-rounded matchup against everything. You have some of the best disruption in the game. You now are protected because you got Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus back. Also, the fact that Miscellaneous grants you other crazy abilities is really cool. Then we have 2 copies of Terraforming, 1 copy of World Dino Wrestling. Ah, man. I knew there'd be a time where we would be abusing this field spell, but I didn't think it'd be so soon. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Underclock Taker, 1 copy of Trisbania, 1 Pentastag, 1 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 Hida, 1 Decode, 1 copy of Borolo Dragon, 1 Baguski, 1 Gagaga Cowboy, 1 Lagia, 1 Doka, 1 Exciton Knight, 1 Abyss Dweller, and 1 High Speed Chambara. Side deck, we have 2 Lancia, 2 Vanity's Fiend, triple Called by the Grave, triple Twin Twister, triple copies of Crackdown, and 2 copies of Red Reboot, wrapping up Victor's list. Congratulations, man. I'm very happy to see that Dino got the chance to do so damn well this weekend, and it's cool. Like, I'm actually very, very, very happy, like, to see this. So, I mean, definitely goes to show things a long way. But, yeah. Alright, I believe that this is the list for Cameron Young, who got 10th place also at the Kissimmee, Florida Regional this weekend, which definitely, it's Altergeist. There was an Altergeist finishing list that did really well at a regional as well this weekend. I don't remember where it was, but we'll kind of cover that when we get to that bridge and when we see more of those. So this is Modern Age Altergeist. Here you do see triple copies of Crackdown making its way into the main deck, which is very, very good. This deck's definitely pulling a page out of our friend Subterra's book with Triple Crackdown, and then the 2 copies of Super Poly in the main deck. Super Poly definitely changes the tide of the games and makes your ship matchups just a little bit better. You've also got access to, floodgates like Summon Limit, which does lock down your opponent and eases the game in your favor. And also, with Pot of Extravagance, you definitely see the more prime numbers in the extra deck here, especially the 3 Hextia, the 3 Link Kribo, because you never want to miss a beat with those cards, because you're going to be in a shit position if you end up missing one of these key pieces. So, let's dig on to this. So we have 1 copy of Kunguri, triple copies of Marionette, triple copies of Meluzik, triple copies of Multifaker. We have 2 copies of Zulaguidos, and then triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Spells, we have triple Extravagance, 2 copies of Super Poly. And then traps, we have 1 Manifestation, 2 Protocol, triple copies of Crackdown, 2 copies of Heavy Storm Duster, 1 copy of Imperator, triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, 2 copies of Personal Spoofing, 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 Reich, 1 Warning, and triple copies of Summon Limit. Like I said, this whole main deck is just ironclad against the current metagame, and I feel bad for those people that are gonna try to want to play around this, because, like, this, so many negates all in one deck. The extra deck on here, we have triple copies of Link Kribo, now maximized to make sure that we don't miss a beat. 1 copy of Phoenix, 1 copy of Ablaze. We've definitely started to see this card seeing a lot more play. Now that I think Kagari actually kind of took the hit now, this card definitely moved on into every deck right now as a counter to Solid. It does wonderful. We have 1 Boral Sword, 1 Borload, triple copies of Hextia, 2 copies of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, 2 copies of Violet Chimera, 1 copy of Dragostapolia. Side deck here we have triple copies of Lancia, 2 copies of Prankatops, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance, triple copies of Evenly Matched, 2 copies of Typhoon, and we have triple copies of Wiretap, wrapping up this bad boy. Once again, Cameron, congratulations on the 6-2 finish, getting 10th place here regional. Definitely goes to show that this deck's still alive and beating. Now the last one we're going to be looking at today is the first place Mystic Burn List. Now you've all seen this already. Just wanted to give my own personal 2 cents on this, kind of go over it a little bit. And yeah, so we're playing Goddess Scold's Oracle, the ability to top check the opponent's deck, take those beautiful Twin Twisters, and deny them to our opponent. I actually never thought this card would see play, but we did it, and it's continuous, so it's really good. So your whole objective, deny your opponent the ability to play the game, and then burn them to death with Wave Motion Cannon. It's quite the simple strategy. A whole lot of bullshit, but it's great. So we have triple copies of Lilith, the Lady of the Laminate, triple copies of Card Demise, triple copies of Demise of the Land, 2 copies of Scold's Oracle, 2 copies of Ledgerman. So this card banished 3 cards. It's 3rd standby phase after activation. Add those 3 cards back to your hand. We have triple copies of Mystic Mind, triple Duality, triple copies of Extravaganza. We have triple Wave Motion Cannon, triple Dark Bribe, triple copies of Metaverse, triple copies of Ojama Trio, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Solemn Judgment, 1 Trap Trickerino, and triple copies of Unending Nightmare. So actually, the more that I've kind of looked at this list, the Unending Nightmare is actually really good spice. Being able to basically punish your opponent for making any sort of overextension or anything like that, the card is actually really good in value for just doing that. So Pendulum's an issue, the Mirror Match, all right here. Now the extra deck, we have 1 Reproticus, 1 copy of Link Kribo, triple Link Spider, 2 copies of Lamphonicus, 1 Phoenix, 2 prize cards, 1 Stardust Dragon, 2 Ghost Rare Black Rose, and 2 copies of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. He did talk about how he wished he would have cited Super Poly. I think that was an interesting note as well from this. Then we have triple copies of Lancia, triple copies of Prankatops, 1 Candina, 1 copy of Monster Reborn, 2 copies of Terraforming, 2 copies of Trickstar Light Stage, and triple copies of Twin Twisters, wrapping up this. Now, there are a lot more deck profiles I have. We're going to probably be covering 2 of these videos each day. I'm not trying to deny information. We're just trying to get out as much information as we can to as many players as we can, because you're all very curious about the metagame, and I'm very, very curious to cover things. And this This right here. This is why we enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! This is going to be a very shit format for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be very happy. Then we have a burn deck back for the first time in 300 years. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Congratulations to Victor, Sean, and Cam on their regional finishes this weekend. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.